Noni Madueke to Arsenal transfer twist as Chelsea send Mikel Arteta the perfect £48 million message. Chelsea are back in action next week as they look to get their hands on another piece of silverware. The Blues will lock horns with Fluminense at the MetLife Stadium in New Jersey on Tuesday evening for the semi-final of the Club World Cup, while Enzo Maresca puts his players through their paces ahead of another tough clash. He'll be hoping his superiors are working hard to strengthen his squad. Chelsea enjoyed a brilliant start to the summer transfer window, but they still need to sign a new goalkeeper and some cover for Marc Cucurella. There's a lot of work to be done, but the West Londoners have plenty of time to welcome a few more new faces to Stamford Bridge. So, with that being said, Football.London has rounded up the latest Chelsea news and gossip. Madueke agrees personal terms with Arsenal. According to The Athletic, Noni Madueke has agreed personal terms with Arsenal, who are now considering whether to approach Chelsea. The 23-year-old winger has recently emerged as a target for the Gunners as Mikel Arteta looks to bolster his front line. The report claims Arsenal and the Blues have a strong relationship, despite their rivalry, but no club-to-club talks have taken place yet. It's said that Eberechius and Morgan Rogers are also under consideration at the Emirates Stadium. Football.London says, as much as Noni Madueke struggled towards the end of last season, it would be a shame to see him leave Chelsea. That said, it won't be the end of the world if he goes. With Pedro Neto enjoying a great vein of form and Esteval Williams set to join the squad soon, Arsenal step up pursuit of Chelsea's Noni Madueke. After Enzo Maresca sent clear message to Blues One, Arsenal have stepped up their pursuit of Chelsea winger Noni Madueke after Enzo Maresca told the Blues one to ways they could leave. What happened? The Gunners have been in the market for forward players all summer, and transfer journalist Florian Plettenberg claims personal terms are nearly agreed to sign Madueke from their Premier League rivals. However, there is no agreement between the two London clubs yet. What Maresca said? Asked about players who want to leave Stamford Bridge, given the Gunners' interest, Blues boss Maresca said, "Noni has been very important for us during this season. But my message to the players and to the club is that I want just players that are happy to be with us. The ones that are not happy, they are free to go. It's not for Noni, it's for all the players we have." The bigger picture. Arsenal have been linked with a number of other wide players this summer. Eberechius is said to be a target from Crystal Palace, while Real Madrid's Rodrigo continues to be linked. What next for Arsenal? The Gunners seek a No. 9, with Benjamin Sesko a potential target. Meanwhile, Joe Kears is linked. Chelsea star Noni Madueke agrees personal terms with Arsenal. The Gunners still need to strike deal with Blues for winger. Chelsea winger Noni Madueke has reportedly agreed personal terms with Arsenal ahead of a potential switch to the Gunners. The 23-year-old was an integral part of Enzo Maresca's squad over the last campaign, making 45 appearances across all competitions for the Blues, including for so far at the Club World Cup. According to The Athletic, Madueke has given the green light to join Arsenal, but talks between the two clubs are yet to take place. Chelsea and Arsenal are said to have good relations, with the two clubs having already done business this summer after Kepa Arrizabalaga's £5 million move to North London this week. Mikel Arteta's side are keen to strengthen their attack this summer, and Madueke can operate on both flanks. Chelsea boss Maresca seemingly left the door open for the England international to depart after being questioned on the player's future after their win over Paul. He said, "Noni has been very important for us, but my message to the players and to the club is that I want just players that are happy to be with us. The ones that are not happy, they are free to go." Noni has been very good during the season. If Madueke joins Arsenal, he would become the latest Chelsea player to make the switch during Mikel Arteta's tenure, following David Luiz, Willian, Jorginho, Kai Havertz, and Arsenal's attempts to sign long-term target Nico Williams from Athletic Club were thwarted after he signed a new long-term deal with the La Liga side. The Gunners hold interest in Real Madrid's Rodrigo and Crystal Palace's Eberechius, with the club having already agreed deals to sign Martin Zubimendi and Christian Noga. There are also plans for a striker to be signed before they fly out to Singapore on July 19th for their preseason tour of Asia. Red Bull Leipzig's Benjamin Sesko, Victor Gyökeres of Sporting CPR at the top of the list, with Aston Villa's Ali Watkins further down the pecking order.
Chelsea transfer news latest. Bid rejected for Jamie Beno-Gittens, with Borussia Dortmund naming price for Bundesliga star. Chelsea's first offer for Borussia Dortmund's Jamie Beno-Gittens has reportedly been rejected, with the Londoners' bid of £29.5 million not deemed satisfactory. The Blues are looking to reinforce their forward line this summer, having already signed striker Liam Delap from Ipswich Town for £30 million. Head coach Enzo Maresca will need to strengthen considering his side will be competing in the Champions League next term, whereas they were able to rotate frequently in Europe last term due to the fact they participated in the Conference League. The Londoners have interest in Dortmund winger Benno Gittens, who they have submitted an official bid to the Bundesliga side in the region of £30 million. Sky Sports News chief correspondent Cavasol Heiko has claimed that while BVB have rejected Chelsea's opening offer, they would be willing to accept a fee in the range of £40 to £50. Jamie Benno Gittens of Borussia Dortmund during his team's match against Bayern Munich on November 30, 2024. Benno Gittens in profile. Benno Gittens has enjoyed a breakout season in Germany, despite the fact his team struggled for large periods, with manager Nuri Sahin sacked before Niko Kovac was brought in. The 20-year-old attacker predominantly operated from the left in 2024 to 25, scoring 12 goals and providing 3 assists in all competitions. In the Bundesliga, Benno Gittens reached a top speed of 35.96 km per hour, making him the division's 16th fastest player, ahead of the likes of Leroy Sané 35.31 km per hour. Are Chelsea taking a risk? The English winger needs playing time if he is to develop on his promising 2024-25 campaign, but he will not necessarily be guaranteed minutes at Stamford Bridge given he may be behind attackers Pedro Neto and Noni Madueke. Additionally, if Chelsea are to compete for the Premier League and Champions League, they cannot afford the winger to iron out his flaws while on the pitch, as his mistakes could cost them the chance of silverware. If the Blues are willing to share minutes across their forward line, and if Maresca is not under pressure to deliver trophies in the immediate future, perhaps signing Benno Gittens would make sense. Chelsea are expected to return with an improved bid for Borussia Dortmund winger Jamie Gittens after reaching a contract agreement, according to reports. It was reported on Saturday that the 20-year-old has agreed a 7-year contract with the Blues, with Enzo Maresca keen to sign the England under-21 international for this month's Club World Cup. French journalist Fabrizio Hawkins first broke news of the player's contract agreement with Chelsea, with Fabrizio Romano subsequently confirming the story. Gittens is a highly regarded young winger in Europe, impressing in the Bundesliga last season. The Manchester City graduate scored 8 league goals and assisted 4 times in 32 appearances for Dortmund. Gittens is widely regarded as one of the most exciting young wingers in Europe and enjoyed a strong campaign in the Bundesliga last season. The former Manchester City Academy graduate scored 8 goals and provided for assists in 30 league appearances for Dortmund. Romano reported on Saturday that Chelsea submitted an opening offer of €35 million, £29 million, which was rejected by Dortmund. However, the Italian transfer specialist says negotiations are ongoing, with Gittens keen on a move to Stamford Bridge. A second bid is described as imminent. He wrote on X, "Understand Chelsea are set to improve their proposal for Jamie Benno Gittens. New bid is coming very soon." Negotiations remain ongoing with Borussia Dortmund after first bid rejected. New one, shortly, 7-year deal ready for the winger. Chelsea are reportedly eager to wrap up a deal before the Club World Cup kicks off later this month. The Blues will travel to the United States for the tournament, and Maresca wants key reinforcements in place before the squad departs. Gittens is not the only potential arrival. Chelsea have also made a bid for AC Milan goalkeeper Mike Maignan, with Romano reporting an offer of €15 million has been submitted this weekend. The club are awaiting a response from Milan, with a decision expected before the Club World Cup transfer window closes on Tuesday. Romano posted, "Chelsea submit bid for Mike Maignan worth €15 million, £12.6 million, as final decision will be up to AC Milan." Chelsea want to get final answer on Maignan negotiations by the end of Club World Cup window on Tuesday. Meanwhile, Hawkins has also claimed that Chelsea are considering a move for Eintracht Frankfurt striker Hugo Ekitike. The German side reportedly value Ekitike at around €100 million, £84 million, meaning a deal would likely hinge on outgoing or a structured payment plan. David Ornstein reports for The Athletic that Chelsea have submitted an official proposal to sign Jamie Gittens from Borussia Dortmund this summer, and they've already agreed a 7-year contract with the winger. The winger had been linked with a number of other clubs, including Arsenal, but the Gunners never seemed to progress their interest into a serious move to sign him. Dortmund are willing to sell, as they believe Gittens isn't a natural fit for Niko Kovac's preferred system at the club, yet there's no agreement so far. Talks continue between Dortmund and Chelsea regarding the price, but Dortmund hasn't accepted the current bid. A new Chelsea offer is expected soon. Gittins could have been available for less if Dortmund had missed out on Champions League football, which was still a very real possibility up until the final game of the campaign. The player's £50 million release clause reduced significantly, even if they missed Europe. This may have justified Arsenal's view on his value. Dortmund ended up in 4th place, and the club's value remains strong. Chelsea is the only potential purchaser. Thanks for watching.